Here's some fashion news you might have missed last week. Anna Wintour chose Chloe Mao to be her successor at Vogue as the new head of editorial content. Chloe has worked at Vogue for over 14 years in numerous different positions, but was most recently the editor of Vogue.com and a host of the podcast The Run Through with Vogue. And when the news was announced, I went through my own Vogue archive and found my British Vogue from December 1967, which has Candice Bergen on the cover, who is the mother of Chloe Mao. Rachel Scott is the new creative director of Proenza Schouler. The Jamaican-American designer is known as the founder and designer of Diotima, however will now take this position as the brand's founders Jack and Lazaro recently departed for Loewe. Soshi Otsuki won the LVMH prize. His brand takes inspiration from the late 80s and 90s, hence his immaculate eye for tailoring. The incredibly esteemed jury, comprised of LVMH's creative directors and experts, said alongside craft, sustainability was adopted across all of the finalists and was the key to their individuality. Lush closed all of its UK stores for a day in solidarity with Gaza. It also shuttered their factories and websites as statements appeared online and in-store reading "Stop Starving Gaza." Messi was spotted with a very rare Hermes Birkin cargo bag as he travelled to Buenos Aires to play in what's thought to be his last match for Argentina on home soil. Post Malone held his fashion show debut and it was as equestrian as everyone was expecting. So I did think a lot of it could be repurposed from vintage stores and charity shops with the massive amount of denim already there. And by the way, there is absolutely zero need for live animals in runway shows. No one wants it, it just seems cruel and distasteful. Tributes flooded social media after the passing of Giorgio Armani. The legendary Italian designer passed away at the age of 91. Giorgio Armani started his brand in 1974 after raising funds by selling his Volkswagen Beetle. The company went from making $14,000 in its first year to over $100 million just 10 years later. He became known for the 80s power suit, exaggerating silhouettes and deconstructing tailoring to offer a slouchy elegance and create what he described as soulful, sophisticated simplicity. I'll end with one of my favourite quotes of his: "Elegance is not about being noticed, it's about being remembered." See you next week.